How to decorate with neutral colors and not look boring. When decorating a home, neutral colors are typically background colors that are overshadowed by bolder colors who take center stage. However, rooms decorated exclusively with neutral colors have become quite popular. When done correctly, neutral colored rooms can look just as interesting as rooms with color. However, most people don't know how to make that happen. Here are a few designer tips and tricks for how to decorate your home with neutral colors in an interesting way and avoid the boring label. Choose the right neutral palette. The key to decorating with neutrals is to determine which neutral colors you will use. Here are a few neutral color options. Whites. The most common neutral color is white. However, white comes in many shades, such as pure white, off-white, cream, or ivory. Beiges. Beige is a light brown color, also known as khaki. Grays. Gray can be very light in color, a dark charcoal gray that looks almost black, or somewhere in between. Taupes. Taupe is a mix of gray and brown, which is a bit less sterile looking than plain gray. Browns. Brown reminds us of natural elements. Brown is most commonly used for wood floors. Black. You can use black as the predominant color for a very dramatic effect, or use it in small doses to create a bit of contrast. A designer tip is to use a combination of several different neutral colors in the same room to make the room more interesting with a greater depth of color. Beware of the undertone. You might think that the color you selected is bright white, but most white colors have an undertone, a tiny drop of color added to make the color unique. Try putting a plain white piece of paper next to your white kitchen cabinets or baseboards. What color do your cabinets or baseboards look now? Yellow, pink, blue? Undertone applies to all colors, not just white. Wood flooring also has an undertone, typically red, yellow, or orange. For a timeless floor, select a neutral brown wood floor with very little undertone. A designer tip is when selecting neutral colors for your home, try to stay with the same undertone so the neutrals don't clash. Clashing neutrals emphasize the undertones instead of complementing each other.
Add a bit of black.
If you don't want to decorate with dark colors, but your neutral home seems to feel a little sterile and boring, then add a little bit of black or dark gray. The black or dark gray color will create a contrast and make your room feel more energized. You can add a black fireplace surround, art with a black frame, or maybe just some black curtain rods. Here is a designer tip for finding the right balance of contrast in your room. Consider taking a photograph of your room and converting it to a black and white photo. What colors do you see? Ideally, your room should have a little bit of bright white, a little bit of black, and most of the colors somewhere in between. If your room is missing bright white or black, then consider adding some so it doesn't look boring. Use texture to add interest. One of the most effective ways to prevent a neutral space from looking dull and boring is to add a lot of textural items. Textural items create interesting shadows that work with the light in your room to create a variation of color. Here are some ideas of textural items to add to your home. Textured fabrics. Wool, velvet, linen, leather, and/or boucle are good options for having textural upholstery and curtains. Rugs. A textured area rug can provide a soft floor for your bare feet as well as be beautiful. Mixed materials. Consider decorating your room with a mixture of different materials such as wood, metal, and glass in your furniture and decor for an interesting texture. You can get different items of different materials or one item that is constructed of multiple materials. Wall treatments. You can use wall treatments like shiplap, beadboard, plaster, exposed brick, or wallpaper to add texture to your walls. Books. Use hardback books on bookshelves or other surfaces to add texture and interest to a neutral room. You can use new books or vintage books to be a bit more unique. Pay attention to lighting. Lighting can be purely functional, but why not add some lighting that is also decorative? The best designed rooms don't have just one type of lighting. They have multiple light sources that can be adjusted throughout the day to create the perfect lighting in each room of your home. Here are some options for using lighting in your home so it is not so boring. Chandeliers and pendant lights. These light fixtures are like jewelry in your room. They are the focal point, so make sure to select something special. Table lamps and floor lamps. Lamps bring the light in your room down to eye level. Many designers only use lamps and never use their ceiling lights because they tend to have harsh light. Uplights. Uplights can be magical if used properly. Consider adding uplights below a textural wall, a plant, or a sculpture to create interesting shadows. Candles. Scented candles or decorative candles and their candle holders can create a cozy environment. However, be careful not to use scented candles around food because it might affect the taste. A designer tip is to make sure that all of your light bulbs are the same color temperature, which is listed on the light bulb with the letter K after it, which stands for Kelvin. Popular color temperatures for homes are 2,500 Kelvin to 4,500 Kelvin. Lower numbers give a warmer or yellow appearance, while larger numbers give a cooler or bluer appearance. Most people prefer interior lights in the 2,500 to 3,200 Kelvin range. Select thoughtful furniture. When purchasing furniture for your home and deciding which pieces of furniture that you currently own you are going to keep comfort in mind, but also style. Here are some tips for selecting the best furniture for your home. Focal points. Invest in a few unique and special furniture pieces, such as a unique coffee table, an interesting shaped sofa, an ornate dining table, or a designer chair. These unique pieces can become a focal point and conversation starter in a neutral room. Mixed styles. Decorating with a combination of different styles of furniture can create an eclectic, unique, and one-of-a-kind space. For example, you can pair a modern dining room table with vintage chairs, or an antique dresser with modern art on the wall above. Reupholster or paint. If you have a piece of furniture that you like but don't love, consider painting it or reupholstering it to make it perfect for your home. Consider natural elements. Bringing the outdoors inside your home is a great way to make a neutral room look less boring. Wood, stone, plants, and flowers not only add texture to your space, but also make the room feel more natural and peaceful. Here are some ideas for adding natural elements. Wood accents. You can use wooden furniture, flooring, or decor pieces to add a touch of nature. Wicker, rattan, and bamboo accessories are popular materials in furniture and decor. Plants and flowers. Houseplants and succulents not only add color but also improve indoor air quality. Fresh flowers add a delicate and pretty element to your room. Whether you stick with simple greenery with neutral colored flowers, or greenery and a colored flower to add a drop of color to your neutral room. Natural stone. Use natural stone elements like a marble countertop or a stone fireplace to add a sense of history, stability, luxury, and contrast to your neutral decor. Personalize your space. The final touch to preventing a neutral space from feeling boring is to add special items that show off your unique personality, heritage, accomplishments, and travels. Don't select all of your home goods from one favorite store, but shop multiple different stores to mix and match and create a style that is your own. Decorate with a few vintage or antique pieces to your room to give it a sense of history and have items that are truly unique and special. Add in special items that have been passed down to you from family members that showcase your heritage. A designer tip is to collect decor items from your travels to bring back to your home to have unique pieces that not only look great, but have good memories attached to them. Here are a few more neutral-colored inspirational images that you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video and want to be inspired with more interior design content, please subscribe to this channel. Make sure to click the bell icon to get notified of new videos and be involved in our community of interior design enthusiasts.